Semifinal Saturday comes to Wheeling in the 2026 Mountain East Conference Tournament presented by the Health Plan. As we've got ourselves a great one, the first of two semifinal matchups that'll pit top-seeded Glenville State against fifth-seeded Fairmont State. Again, the first of two semifinal matchups, Frostburg State and Charleston to follow, as we expect to have two fantastic games today here in Wheeling. Courtside at West Banco Arena, West Virginia University Athletics Hall of Famer Meg Bulger to my right. I'm Luke Wiggs. As you're talking about potentially the two proverbial blue blood programs in the Mountain East Conference, Glenville State a couple of years removed from winning a national championship. Fairmont State on the other side has won this tournament each of the last 2 years. Two excellent programs.
Yeah, and the 1 and the 5 seeds, something Fairmont State not used to being in this position, but this is for the big one, make it to the MEC championship.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some high-impact players we expect to see today for each team. Fairmont State dealt an early season injury to top scorer Leslie Huffman. It's Gabby Reep that stepped in and filled her shoes.
Yeah, absolutely, Luke. Averaging 18 points a game. She's really adapted to that new role of having the ball in her hands, being that leading scorer. Just a very steady player for Fairmont State.
For the Pioneers of Glenville State, Nwando Akigbo tied the MEC Conference Tournament record for 25 rebounds in their quarterfinal game, a high-impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, she added 17 points as well. No big deal, but there's just certain players that have the ability to take over the game, and she is absolutely one of those type of players.
We have a fantastic matchup awaiting for you on this first of two semifinal matchups in Wheeling at West Banco Arena on this Saturday. Tip-off is coming up next.
We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
Today's starting lineups are presented by Omni Strategic Technologies, better business through technology for this Fairmont State Falcon team and a 21-8 record. Under the direction of seventh-year head coach Stephanie Anderson, it is an unchanged starting five. Gabby Reep, Halen Cook, Zanaya Murray, Layla Jones, and Alana Tate, all averaging above or just around 10 points per game for a Fairmont State team that averages just over 72 points per contest. For Glenville State, the Pioneers are the #1 seed. Emily Stoller in her third season as head coach. They boast a 23-5 record. A handful of changes to the starting lineup, but if you're familiar with this Pioneer team, it really doesn't matter who the first five on the floor are. It's Kareen Pickney, Nwando Akigbo, who we featured in our pregame. Jada Ali will get the nod as well in the starting five, along with Kalia Bryant and Stevie Yancey, the five on the floor for either side. A Glenville State team that wants to get up and down. They lead the conference in points per game. They're third best in the nation, but a Fairmont State team, Meg, that wants to rely on their defense. They force 25 points per game off of turnovers alone, so kind of conflicting and contrasting styles that we're seeing today.
Yeah, very true offense versus defense this evening. And Fairmont State they're not going to wow you with a ton of points, so we'll see what happens.
But it is going to be their defense that's going to be key, as Stephanie Anderson joins us courtside before we put the basketball in the air. Two really tight regular season losses to this Glenville State team. Coach, what's it going to take to get over the hump and get the victory here in the semifinal?
I think we just need to stay true to who we are. We need to be disciplined. We need to do it together for 40.
Absolutely. Good luck, Coach. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Stephanie Anderson again in her 7th season as the head coach of this program. Fantastic player at the Division II level in the PSAC at Cal, and again has led this Fairmont State team to back-to-back tournament wins in this tournament the last 2 years. In the previous 2 seasons, won the regular season in the Mountain East Conference, though of course that distinction this year going to the Pioneers of Glenville State. Top-seeded Pioneers in whites. It is maroon and battleship gray for the Fairmont Falcons, the 5 seed, as the opening tip is won and controlled by the Pioneers. This is Yancey into the front court as Glenville puts the ball in offense for the first time. Yancey thought about that corner 3, now penetrates. As again, you see the up-tempo early from Glenville. Okigbo around the perimeter, the ball stolen away. The first turnover forced by this Falcons defense. Murray throws a tip pass into the front court as they'll recycle and set up their half-court set. Reap works it out right side to Cook, open for 3, no good offside iron. It's a Fairmont State team that struggles shooting from the field in the season. Just 39% from 3, 39% from the field, 26% from 3. As you see a missed attempt at a layup by Pinkney, got the ball back for a moment, and then it was stolen again once again by Fairmont State. Murray down the floor to Cook. Cook traveled, and another turnover to give the ball back to Glenville.
I think the whistle was the best thing that could happen at this moment. Just a lot of quick back and forth. You need to settle in, run some sets, get that first 2 points, and just take a deep breath and be ready.
This is a Glenville State team that defeated 9th-seeded West Liberty in the quarterfinals, 85-74. On the drive, Yancey skips it into the corner. Alley driving the baseline. Her 15-footer no good. An offensive rebound, though, underneath. Bryant keeps the play alive. We get it back to Bryant in the interior, goes to the rim, spinning to the right, and puts it up and in for the first 2 points.
Yeah, we talk about Okigbo, but Bryant is another player that can really take over, score in bunches, had 26 and 18 the last time these 2 teams played. So certainly 2 forces inside that Fairmont State is going to have to contend with.
We'll see our first line change for Glenville here in a moment. Here's a 3 pushed up by Jones, no good, but the offensive rebound chased down by Cook. Fairmont State will recycle. Cook's got it back right wing for 3, rattles out. And controlled by Glenville. You see 4 Pioneers waiting at the scorer's table. And interestingly, Coach Stoller, this is a team that would go 11 or 12 deep in the regular season, has shortened that rotation to 9, at least 1 game deep into this tournament. Yancey with the ball, down to 12 seconds to shoot on the drive. Left block, she stumbles, and that's another turnover forced in this game. That's our 4th total combined between the 2 teams 2 minutes into the contest. 4 substitutes into the game for the Pioneers. The 1 player to stay on the floor was supposed to be Yancey, but as you see in our replay, she got a little tangled up underneath with Cook, and she's stretching out what looks like a right ankle injury.
Yeah, you saw that right foot step out and come right back in. Hopefully it's just one of those, it hurts for a second and you can kind of walk it off.
And it looks like she's going to be taken out of the game as the trainer makes her way over to her, and it's again 4 fresh faces into the lineup now for head coach Emily Stoller. You see full court pressure applied by the Pioneers that Fairmont State is facing for the first time. Their leading scorer, Reap, is able to break the pressure. Nice find into the front court, up with the left hand. Alana Tate's able to put it home for Fairmont's first 2 points.
And that's a beautiful pass. Gabby Reap, talking to Coach Anderson before the game, said she used to play soccer, so she can move in tight spaces really well, and she just threaded the needle that entire possession.
That was Davis trying to thread the needle to Bryan, unable to do so, but we get another look at this pass through traffic.
Yeah, it kind of goes against what you're supposed to do and dribble through the press, but amazingly does it enough, able to keep her balance, and beautiful bounce pass inside.
Fairmont State's basketball once again. A little over 2 minutes gone off this first quarter clock on semifinal Saturday. 2 women's semifinals to get things started here at West Banco, and then the evening session will feature the 2 men's semis on the MEC Digital Network. This is Murray laying it off for Horn, fresh into the game for Fairmont State. About an 18-footer put up, and it rattles in for Ryan Davis, the freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, off the bench for her first 2 points, and one of the top scorers off the bench for Stephanie Anderson. Fairmont State with their first lead. Fairmont State now with a turnover. Here's Reap. Can she go coast to coast? She put on the brakes and watched the defender fly by and then put it up off the glass for 2.
Yeah, never a doubt on the left-hand side for the lefty. She was just waiting to find that angle, and as you said, let the defender fly by.
Thompson works it into the corner for Koyak. That shot no good. Koyak chases down the miss, and Glenville State will get another possession here. Quick three, put up and in by Peyton James, the 5'6" grad student and a transfer from Murray State. Always amazing to me, these substitutes come right into the game with confidence to immediately pull the trigger. A 1-point lead for the Falcons.
I mean, you know, Glenville, they're shooting maybe 300 shots more than their opponent. So if you don't come in, I think, and pull the trigger, you're coming back out. So you better produce immediately. I mean, look, there's already 5 subs at the scores table right now. So if you don't produce.
Absolutely. Take another look at that shot. That was Zanaya Murray that traveled for Fairmont State. Complete confidence there for Peyton James.
Yeah, absolutely set, ready to go. Defender coming out, closing out, 2 hands up.
How do you think you would have fared playing in this Glenville State? Kind of start and stop? You
No.
know, minutes kind of reduced a little, shots reduced a little?
No, I don't want my minutes reduced. I'm staying on the floor. I'm in rhythm. I'd run to the other side of the floor. I didn't see you. Didn't see you, Coach.
Okigbo kicks out for another open look at 3. This is Jada Ali, the Cabell Midland High School product from here in the state of West Virginia. Buries another outside shot. Glenville takes the lead.
Came in against West Liberty, had 10 points, 2 rebounds, a couple of threes, right when Glenville State needed it.
Fairmont State looking for the answer. The substitute Davis. Now left side to Murray. She penetrates with 10 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of contact, and she's able to finish through it.
Tough finish.
The 114th game in the Fairmont State career of Zanaya Murray, the senior. Here's an NBA, WNBA range 3 that's put up and in by Stevie Yancey. Kind of leaned into that shot, but got it to go.
They're going to take them, but they're feeling it right now. Their men's team came out and did the exact same thing last night, knocking down 3 after 3.
They started the game a perfect 3 of 3 for beyond the arc. Jones for Fairmont. Now Murray, her defender is Pinckney. Murray goes right after her again through the contact. They're going to get her with a travel that time. Had 2 hands on the basketball close to the chest and then just couldn't get the shot up in time.
Absolutely, Luke. But great job. Just penetration. You draw that whole defense. Everyone has their back to Yancey out there on the perimeter, wide open, ready to knock it down.
Yancey with the basketball now. A little over 5 to play here first quarter. Had her drive cut off, and then the ball stolen away by Fairmont. That was Hadley Horn that came up with the deflection and the steal. Quickly into the front court. Nice head fake by Cook. Cook to the rim. We're going to have an offensive foul called. Charge drawn underneath by Glenville to take us to our first stoppage. It might have come as a surprise as Okigbo's a little banged up after that play, but she cut off the drive. She forces the turnover, and the ball back to Glenville when we return. Pioneers up 3 in the semifinal game.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Attention Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere. But the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
National State Farm Insurance agents are proud to support the Mountain East Conference Tournament. Call one of the MEC sponsoring agents today. Mark Zeck in Grafton, Chad Broadwater in Wheeling, Corey Antelock in Fairmont, Rob Johnson in Clarksburg, and Jody Perrick in Elkins. 5 minutes deep into this first semifinal matchup. The good in this game, Meg, these teams have combined to hit the last 7 straight shots. The bad, we've seen 10 turnovers in 5 minutes of game time.
Yeah, exactly right, and that's good for Fairmont State right now with the way Glenville's shooting. They have 4 steals, 6 turnovers. They've got to be careful, though. They've already given up 3 offensive rebounds for 5 points, so got to start cleaning up that defense.
Nancy works the ball out to James, Pioneer possession as we resume play. And working on the baseline to Okigbo. Want to get her going early, and that'll do it as she stepped around her defender and put it up high off the window.
Yeah, beautiful footwork, and I love that she came back, positioned her shoulders square to the basket. A lot of times players will fall or adjust their shot. Love that she did not.
Abby Reap works it into the corner for Fairmont State. The Falcons down 5. These teams have combined to hit 8 consecutive shots. Reap once again, top scorer for Fairmont State. Davis, contested 18-footer. First missed in a while, but it's an offensive rebound. Cook needs a little bit of help. She's going to get tied up as the possession arrow stays with Fairmont State.
Cook's a tough freshman. I'm going to call her a sophomore from here on out, but she's really had to come in, step up and play some big minutes and have a bigger role when Huffman went out. I think she's done tremendous. Really gets in there and come down with offensive rebounds that she has no business coming down with. She did that in the Concord game as well.
Corner 3 for Fairmont to beat the buzzer. No good off the side of the rim by Tate. Another rebound for Glenville. Nyla Davis into the front court. The junior from Baltimore around the initial defender. Nice pass into the interior and a good seal inside as Kaylia Bryant puts it up and in.
Yeah, great seal, as you mentioned, Luke, from Bryant. Put the pass where only she could get it, got caught on high side, and she read it perfectly.
Largest lead of the game for Glenville State in the midst of a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes of game time. Reap trying to make something out of nothing, drove into a double team, but possession will stay with Fairmont State as we get another look at this basket underneath by Bryant.
Yeah, and you just catch Tate getting on that high side. There's no help behind. Her positioning was perfect.
To the rim with the right. Second field goal for Alana Tate of Fairmont State to stop the bleeding and trim the deficit down to 5. Quick 3 on the other side for Glenville, letting fly and hitting. This is Koyak, the 5'10" senior from Cameroon. Another triple made for Glenville, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc to begin this game. Fairmont down 8. Into the corner, Cook. Down to 12 to shoot for Reap. Struggling to get things going on this possession. Reap on the drive. Works it out front. Jones for 3. That draws iron, and it's rebounded underneath by Thompson.
Yeah, and those are those possessions. The ball stayed on the same side of the floor the entire time. Can't have that. Good
look down the floor. Davis hit Bryant in stride, and she's able to draw the fouls. We get another look at the pass.
Yeah, as you mentioned, great pass right in stride. Catches it, heads right into the defender for the foul.
And we'll see a couple of free throws now for Glenville. This is Kaylia Bryant at the line, a second-team all-conference selection for the Pioneers. And a transfer from Kentucky State. And 12 in their quarterfinal victory against West Liberty. That was a game that Glenville State got 48 points on the paint and 30 points off their bench as she gets the first of 2 to go. So Glenville up 9 early. Won both regular season matchups against Fairmont State. Both were highly contested games. The first in early December, won by 3, and the one in late January, won by 8, both by the Pioneers. But like you mentioned, the previous Fairmont victory was last year in the Mountain East Conference Championship game. These teams all too familiar with each other.
Yeah, it does. You see, before the game talking, they know each other, or there's, no love lost. Could be a Pitt WVU type of situation as well when you're contesting against or going against teams for important championship games as these two teams have in the past couple of years.
And it's one of the things I like about the MEC is you saw Gabby Reap with her second field goal there to make it an 8-point game. We can complain about conference realignment and all the things at the Division I level is floating the ball up. This is a miss from Pinckney, and these conferences that balloon to 18 or 20 teams, well, 11 in the MEC, which means everybody gets to play everybody twice. So you know exactly what you're getting when you face each other for the 3rd time in Wheeling.
Yeah, and I love that.
Hook pass right side, another open look at three. First miss beyond the arc. That was Ali that tried it for Glenville State. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Fairmont State.
Nice job there from Reap, hanging on that weak side, securing the rebound, drawing a foul.
Foul whistled against Stevie Yancey. And the first, remarkably, foul called on Glenville through 8 minutes of game time. As much as they like to pressure and be in your face defensively, characteristic actually of both teams in this game. This is Murray with it in the high post for Fairmont. Out to Tate, trying the baseline, is cut off, threw the ball away. It's a steal for Pinckney and a foot race with Reap. Pinckney to the rim, she got it to go, and she's fouled as a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, and defense to offense, that's what this team is about. And when they're forcing you sideline, I really hate when we get the ball in the corner. It's kind of, it's just a really, it's an unsafe area for a lot of players when they get that ball in the corner. It's a weird angle to get back out to the guard because that defender, as you saw, you can cut it off. That's exactly what Peyton James did, able to force an errant pass, and now there's two at the other end, and you're at the free throw line.
Corinne Pinckney at the free throw line. 5-foot senior. Made a couple of stops in the Mountain East Conference for the state of West Virginia from Annapolis, Maryland. Started at Frostburg State in the MEC, transferred to Salem, and scored in double figures in 12 of the last 13 games. The first team all-conference selection, but cannot get that free throw to go. An 82% free throw shooter. Loose change controlled by Fairmont State, down 10. Murray looking to attack the basket quickly. Up with the right, she scores.
Nice job for Murray there, finishing around the basket, embracing the contact, and still managing to go up with it.
80 seconds left, quarter one. First of two semifinals on this Saturday. High pass pulled down by James. Frenetic defensive possession by Fairmont State. There's a deep three-pointer offside iron, no good by Ali. Rebound tipped. Okigbo had it for a moment. They're going to say it was last touched by Fairmont State. Keep it on this side of the floor.
Yeah, that's tough because, as you mentioned, I thought that Fairmont State, they were very aggressive. The guards
they just changed possession here. There we go.
I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. It looked like it was off of Glenville or Okigbo the entire time. But I thought Fairmont State guards did a really nice job making Glenville uncomfortable, making passes go high, that you're not crisp passes ready to shoot those threes. You've got to get ball pressure so that players can't catch and just go right up with a three comfortably.
Falcons down 8 as we go under a minute. Murray, left alone, is going to launch a three and prove why that was a mistake. Just a 30% three-point shooter. And she's able to hit that shot to cut the deficit to 5. As we have a technical foul assessed at the end of the play. We'll get another look at Murray. Sagged off of her. Buried the three.
He's only taken 26 on the season. Not a better time than to hit that night. You know, I must say, I've seen players do that the entire time this weekend. You know, I get it. You gotta, I think I wouldn't do it, but I've seen it consistently here. So I think you got to call every single one of them.
Right.
But maybe a warning. I mean, but you just can't do that. That one was a little bit more aggressive right away.
Not the greatest lip reader as Peyton James hits both of those free throws, but I'm pretty sure I just saw Stephanie Anderson just say, knock it off.
I mean, yeah.
But you're right. I mean,
it's your 27th three that you've taken
absolutely.
all year. You
in
hit
a semifinal
it's a big game.
Absolutely.
You're still down. You got to just get back on defense. I'm showing my age, right?
So the technical free throws made. Now the possession to Glenville State. 45 seconds to play here, first quarter. Davis's drive cut off. Tried to find a teammate. It's deflected, stolen away, and then a foul called. It was Tate that had the steal. And then I believe they're going to get Koyok trying to win the ball back.
Yeah, all body there from Koyok. You know, sometimes you just get a little overzealous as a defender because that wasn't even really a play on the ball. It was more of a play on the body.
Right. So down to 40 seconds. Fairmont State has hit their last 3 shots. The last, that Murray three. And it's Falcons possession once again. Reap looking to go to work. Reap, heavily contested shot, can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Davis. Shot clock turned off. Glenville State rarely cares about the shot clock anyways, although it looks like this time they will hold for the final shot. Where's the ball screen going to come from? Davis on the drive, trying to get around Cook. Takes it under the basket, lost it for a moment, down to 7 seconds left. Kicks it out for 3, Ali can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fairmont State, and that'll be the final action here in the first quarter. For the first of 2 women's semifinal matchups here in West Banco Arena in Wheeling. It's Glenville State that leads by 7 through the first 10 minutes of the game.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Everybody come clap your hands. Or don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Across West Virginia, hospitals are always here, healing, helping, and standing strong for our communities. Hospitals save lives and build livelihoods. They're among our largest employers, with a passionate workforce of 54,000 West Virginians. Hospitals are economic drivers, contributing close to $17 billion to our state's economy and working to ensure access to care for all. From life-saving moments to wellness support, West Virginia hospitals keep our state healthy, our families strong, and our future bright.
Second quarter about to get started. This is a Glenville State team, Meg, that leads the MEC and made 3-pointers per game. They're 4th in the nation. They averaged 9. Well, they hit 4 of them in that first quarter.
Yeah, 3-ball being the biggest difference in this game here for Glenville. 57% from 3, 4 of 7. As you mentioned, there's Stevie Yancey knocking down that last one. Really moving the ball well there in the first quarter. I thought slowly some adjustments were made by, defensively by Fairmont State, starting to apply a little bit more pressure. Don't allow shooters just to step into good passes and get those shots off. You've got to create bad passing angles, get those players off, off their mark instead of just catching and shooting, going up, feeling comfortable.
Glenville State with possession as we begin quarter number 2 of this semifinal affair. A rematch of last year's MEC championship game. The aforementioned Yancey with the ball on a string as she took it all the way across the baseline. Tried to pass across the lane. That was Bryant. Her pass picked off for a moment, and then recollected by the Pioneers. Pressing on every opportunity. Another open look at 3 for Ali. That's no good. Rebound tipped a couple of times and finally controlled by the Falcons. Takes a lot to get the ball out of the Glenville half of the floor. Reap wants to go coast to coast. She can. Missed the shot, but she's fouled and will shoot a pair.
Yeah, nice take. Again, just creeping into tight, small spaces. She finds a way to adjust her body and still get that shot off. Goes right in between, voids a charge. No one steps in anyways. Struggled from the free throw line last game against Concord. Only 2 of 9. Coach Anderson said, I'm not surprised. We work on free throws. It's not that we don't. This is just, that's just what my team has been.
What a player Gabby Reap has been for this Fairmont State team this season. She misfires the free throw there. We talked about the injury to leading scorer Leslie Huffman, was averaging 22 a game through 8 games before a lower body injury. Gabby Reap averaged just 5 points a game for Fairmont State last year, and she's become their leading scorer this season, and she's up to 5 points. Product of Bridgeport High School, and has scored in double figures in 13 of the last 14 games to help Fairmont State finish the regular season strong.
When you think about that Fairmont State team last year, nothing but seniors. Yeah. You graduate them all, you win the MEC, and now to get back to the semis with a young group, you lose your starting offensive player, Leslie Huffman. Got to give this team credit.
That was Koyak missing on the jumper. The ball last touched by Fairmont State. They say it'll stay on this end of the floor. That's to speak to the significance of the coaching job by Stephanie Anderson. You saw there, 7th season, as I mentioned. First team All-PSAC selection is a player at Cal University, so has had success wherever she goes. Won a state championship at Morgantown, was named tournament MVP in 2007 when the Mohegans won that title. Here's a fantastic defensive possession once again for Fairmont State. Numbers the other way for the Falcons. To the rim, it's Reap that puts it up and in.
Reap now the beneficiary of getting a pass out in transition. Probably not used to that, but great look. They had the numbers. That looked like practice 3-on-2.
Trim the deficit to 4. Great head fake to set up Koyak to recycle and hit that 3. That's her second triple of this first half.
Yeah, really nice job from Koyak finding that space. Still able to get her shot off.
Reap looking to answer, cannot. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Glenville. As Davis meanders into the front court. A bit of a no-look pass on the baseline as they work it out once again to Koyak in the corner. Now Bryant will take a 15-footer left elbow, no good. Another offensive rebound underneath, put up and in by Nwando Okigbo for her second field goal. Again, 25 rebounds in the quarterfinal performance. You can see why there.
Yeah, can't lose position on her ever on defense. You've got to be on that outside of her.
Unforced error here by Fairmont State, a backcourt violation with Murray and Reap not on the same page. That'll be the 6th turnover of the game for Fairmont State. We get another look at the offensive rebound.
Yeah, you got to battle inside. You cannot lose position. You saw Okigbo immediately get into position as soon as the shot went up. She is low, looking to move around defenders. You've got to make sure you keep an arm bar on her, have contact at all time, be ready to box out because she can impose her well immediately.
5 offensive rebounds in the game already for Glenville State. They lead the conference in that category, pull down about 16 a game. On the drive, Davis can't hit. Rebounded by Fairmont State. 7:30 left here in this first half. Falcons down 9, stays at 9, but Reap chases her miss. Works it out to the perimeter for Hadley Horn once again. Her drive unsuccessful, unable to hit that shot, rebounded by Glenville.
Glenville, they're used to scoring droughts. You'll see it in every single game. They're not going to wow you with their offense, but they've got to be a little bit more patient on the offensive end, work the basketball, make Glenville have to work defensively.
There's a made 3 in the corner. That was Keontae Thompson, the 5'4" freshman from Beckley. Played her high school basketball at Woodrow Wilson. Yet again, another substitute touches the ball for the first time, and it goes in.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well, too, though. They're making extra passes. They're getting from one side of the floor to the other. As you see, coming down on the defensive end, Peyton James going to take the charge.
Another offensive foul drawn by this Glenville team. We'll take a look at the corner 3.
But they're moving the basketball the right way. Peyton James attacks the middle, hits the opposite corner. I mean, you work on plays like that, guards going against no defense. Penetrate, hit, the opposite corner, and the shooters are ready to shoot, and they're moving the ball really well around the perimeter.
It was the 7th turnover by Fairmont State in this first half. Each team with 7 turnovers so far. We see full court pressure by the Falcons. Yancey's able to dribble through it. Yancey's going to the rim, floats it up, and got it to go. Instead of absorbing the contact of Jones, she flipped it up before Jones could get to her.
Yeah, great jump stop, completely under control.
Largest lead of the game for Glenville. No longer. There's a 3 put up and in. Layla Jones's first field goal. Jones, the transfer from Akron, 19 points in the quarterfinal victory. 19 points this season against West Virginia State. Her best performance of the year. This is Young with it. Kicks it out for an open look at 3 from Nyack. It's no good. Rebounded underneath. Another offensive rebound opportunity. And it's put up and in by Kaylee O'Brien.
I mean, that's why Glenville State can be so dangerous. You're okay with taking shots like that because they do so well on the offensive boards. They get second chance opportunities constantly. You've got to close out your defense. You force a wild shot, then you've got to get it back.
Right wing 3 for Fairmont. That's no good. Bryant, by the way, with that put back, now up to 8 points in the game. Highest of anyone so far. 5:30 left. Glenville State up 13. Yancey. Long pass into the opposite corner. Corner 3 by Koyak, no good. Underneath the basket, another offensive rebound. Okigbo up in the lane, and Glenville State gets 2 more points.
Yeah, that's just a tough matchup. Reap going against Okigbo on the weak side. It's going to Okigbo if I'm placing a bet.
Absolutely. That's a missed shot there by Jones, rebounded by Glenville. Quick one and done possession once again for Fairmont State as we're down to 5 minutes. Yancey looks for Koyak again in the corner. Passed up the three. Fantastic ball movement once again for the Pioneers. On the drive, James tried a shot, contested, that's no good, and knocked out of bounds as it takes us to a stoppage. The Fairmont State's basketball when we return. Glenville State up by 15 with 4:45 to play here in the first half.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan. We are here for you.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Welcome back to Wheeling. Some concern, Peyton James has gone over to the trainer's table. See a bit of an awkward collision here in the lane with Layla Jones, and it was James that was a little worse for wear on the other side of that collision. She's getting worked on at the trainer's table right now.
Yeah, you see her wince the minute that that shot goes up, and that shot went wide right, and it was because it was like she didn't care about the shot the minute that she felt that.
As we look at the numbers for both teams in this game, what stands out to you? For me, Glenville State already with 16 points off their bench, outscoring Fairmont State 16-2 in that category.
Yeah, absolutely. When you can just sub in and out and have production, Fairmont State, they're still struggling to find out, how do we defend you? How do we slow you down on the defensive end? And just those second chance opportunities as well, 11-0 for Glenville State.
The third charge drawn in this first half by Glenville State is that was Davis on the drive, but the charge taken by Kalia Bryant to give possession back to Glenville. That is the 8th Falcon turnover this first half.
Yeah, Fairmont's looking to go a lot of one-on-one or one-on-three in the paint and try to draw a foul, get to the free throw line, but they've got to just start working and moving the basketball.
Shot blocked. That was Davis that sent it out of bounds as Davis tried the drive. Ryan Davis, another freshman that gets some significant minutes for Stephanie Anderson from Cincinnati, Ohio. On the baseline, Okigbo threw a pass away. It's picked off by Fairmont State, looking to turn defense into offense. Reep takes it down the lane herself. We get a whistle and a foul there. As that'll be assessed to Jada Halley. Such a tight handle for Reep, trying to navigate through traffic there, and Reep will go to the free throw line.
And if it works and you get to the free throw line, that's great. I'd like to see a little bit more ball movement. If that play is going to be there off the first possession, it'll be there after a few passes as well. And then you might have the defense shifting. You might have an open lane to go and hit that shot and get a free throw.
More repairs over behind the Glenville State bench for James. Looks like getting some tape on that left leg. Reap 1 of 2 from the charity stripe as possession goes back to Glenville State. 4 minutes left here, first half in Wheeling.
Fairmont State, they just got to generate a few stops here, very close.
And there had some pretty intense ball pressure as Davis, right as she crossed the timeline. Glenville able to work around it, but get another open look at three, but Koyak's not able to hit. Yet another offensive rebound, though, for the Pioneers. Koyak with a head fake, couple of steps to her left, and she hits that three for her third made triple of the first half.
She has great footwork before she shoots the ball. She really does. She creates space, and then she aligns herself again. She doesn't just fire it up.
17-point lead for Glenville. Fairmont State needs an answer. Can't get it there. That was Tate that misfired. Rebound controlled once again by the Pioneers. Davis, oh my. She got Tate on skates, and we got a whistle underneath. Possession staying with Glenville State after the kick ball. Wanted the highlight there, had the ball on a string and sent Tate to the ground. Then the kick ball underneath by Horn.
Yeah, Horn saving would have been a highlight reel had she have been able to get that pass through.
There's the ball deflected. Underneath, it's a turnover for her, struggling to get the ball inbounded, excuse me. Pinckney turned it over, was trying to get it underneath to Okigbo, but it's a turnover forced by Fairmont State. That's the 9th Pioneer turnover in this first half.
And then Fairmont State, they're forcing 9 turnovers, but they're not being efficient in getting anything out of it. You can force the turnovers, that's all well and good, but you're not being efficient enough in converting that into points on the other end. They've got to focus on that this last 3 minutes.
1 of 7, their last 7 shots from the field, now 1 of 8. Had an offensive rebound and a foul underneath as Davis was able to pluck that ball out of the sky after the air ball by Horn in the corner, and then get fouled as we get another look at it here.
Yeah, nice job of Davis. She just kind of established her area, her presence a little bit quicker than Bryant was able to go in there, and then they caught her underneath.
Fairmont State has not hit a field goal in just about 4 minutes of game time, and still the lid remains on the rim at first. Then another offensive rebound by Ryan Davis, who gets it up and in.
Nice job by the freshman. She's had some really nice help possessions defensively as well, but they've got to get some guard pressure. They've got to get their rotations down because you can't leave Reap alone on that back line.
In the corner, heavily contested three. Koyak can't get that one to go. Baseball pass down the floor. Horn was leaking out. Horn made it a little bit more difficult maybe than she needed to. Watch the defender fly by and put it up and in for 2.
Well played, though, by Horn. She saw what was coming. She leaked out right away, but then, yeah, just go up. It's all right.
Fairmont State's got the lead down to 13. Field goals on back-to-back possessions. Igbo driving. Her jumper from 14, no good, but another offensive rebound. Already in double figures, Koyak hitting another shot inside the three-point line as she's got 13.
Yeah, just not resting. Fairmont State kind of rested on the fact that they're just going to secure that rebound. There is no secure rebound. You've got to box out against this Glenville State team. 9th
offensive rebound of the first half for the Pioneers, leading by 15. They go to Davis again inside as her shot sent away by Bryant. Ball out of bounds. Will stay, though, on this side of the floor. Good defense on the interior by Bryant to send that Davis shot away.
Yeah, but again, you know, that first pass into the post is probably not going to be the one-on-one matchup that you're going to get. Rotate it, have her shift, maybe have her post up on a different angle, different side, get her block to block. Then you have that defense on your backside, and it's not such an easy defensive possession.
Davis steps into an 18-footer from the baseline. No, Reap tipped the rebound, but it's Glenville that ends up with it, as Davis will once again bring it into the front court. About 75 seconds left to play in our first of 2 women's semifinal matchups on this Saturday. Fairmont State looking to beat Glenville State for the first time this season. The Pioneers looking to get back to the conference tournament championship game. Down to a minute. Koyak again with a head fake. Resets to her left, but can't hit that three. Offensive rebound inside, but it's stolen away. Great defense by Horn. After they gave up the offensive rebound, they were able to steal it away from Okigbo. 45 seconds left here, first half. Stephanie Anderson gives the play call to her junior point guard, Gabby Reed.
Yeah, whether it's 15 or 13 going in the locker room, just getting that confidence, getting that last 2 points, that's huge for Fairmont State's mental right now.
Reed can't hit that shot, out of bounds it goes. She's 3 of 7 from the field in the first half. Shot clock turned off, and we'll see if this will be the final possession of this first half As it's Glenville State's basketball, they'll get Jada Alley back onto the floor, an extra three-point shooter.
But they've got to take every possession as it comes. Now get the defensive win. Don't let one mistake become two. Get the defensive stop here.
Davis across the timeline once again, down to 20 seconds. Cook out to guard her. Again, we'll see where the ball screen comes from. Down to 12. Yet to put the play in motion. Davis got around the first defender. Tip pass to the corner, stolen away by Reap. Fairmont State looking for offense late. Reap down the floor. Cook through a double team. Cook lost it as time expires here in the first half. And it's Glenville State up by 15 in this game. This semifinal matchup, as Fairmont State ended that half on a 2-minute and 12-second scoring drought and missed their last 4 consecutive shots. Again, it's Glenville State that leads by 15. Before we step aside, we're joined by Glenville State head coach Emily Stoller. Coach, just your general thoughts on that first half. 7 of 16 from 3, good on the offensive glass as well. What stood out to you?
Yeah, I think we're shooting the ball well. The girls are listening. We're taking scout and game plan to the floor. Extremely proud of the first half. We just got to put 4 quarters together out here.
Very good. Best of luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That's Emily Stoller again, her halftime thoughts. At the half, it's Glenville State's 7 of 16 from 3, up 43-28 in this semifinal matchup against Fairmont State, the Mountain East Conference Women's Basketball Tournament at West Banco Arena in Wheeling.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. Hope Gas is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere, but the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. With a generous serving of historic sites, foodie eccentricities, and brewery diversions, the happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Today's halftime report is presented by McKinley Architecture and Engineering. Experience, innovation delivered. It's Glenville State that leads by 15 as we played the first 20 minutes of game time. Meg Bulger to my right. I'm Luke Wiggs as we're currently under onslaught by the Chick-fil-A cow and his t-shirt gun. But Meg, as you look back at the first half, you can really notice the difference in the quality of shot selection by these two teams. Glenville State is just getting open looks to the first 20 minutes that Fairmont State is not.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you pinpointed it right there. I think it's a lot of one-on-one, trying to drive 1-on-3. In Glenville State, they have the size, they have the presence in the paint to really deter shots. And on the other end, Glenville State is just working that Fairmont defense, waiting for them to break down, waiting until there's no weak side. They're hitting from the outside. Then you have bigs inside that can clean it up at will on the offensive board. So everything just clicking right now for Glenville State.
Plenty more to come in our halftime coverage here at Wheeling. Again, it's Glenville State leading 45-28 at the half of the semifinal matchup.
Struggling with high school? The Mountaineer Challenge Academy in Kingwood and Montgomery provides the structure to help you succeed. You can earn your high school diploma in 22 weeks. Call us today or visit wvchallenge.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan, we are here for you.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
It starts with just one text, but now you're checking your notifications, changing your playlist, and all of a sudden, your mind isn't where it should be. It's tough to avoid. I mean, distractions are everywhere. But the last place they should be is behind the wheel. In fact, driving distracted is not only dangerous, it's illegal. If you're caught with a phone in your hand while driving, you can be pulled over and given a ticket. So keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at wvhtf.org.
President, Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things.
As mentioned previously, this is the first of 2 semifinal matchups. Top-seeded Glenville State leading Fairmont State at the half 43-28. The second game to follow this one, though, will pit Frostburg State against the University of Charleston. Now, this is a Frostburg State team under the direction of Jenna Eckelberry, back to the semifinals for the second time under her tenure, and Sophie Nichols with a great performance in the first round against West Virginia State.
Yeah, career high, 25 points. Came back, really close game, but they just took every single possession, executed. Jenna Eckelberry, I played AAU with her. She's a pretty level-headed coach. She'll have them prepared.
For Charleston, the higher seed team, Bubby Johnson, their head coach, and Paris Stokes, 19 points, 10 rebounds against Wheeling, was the straw that stirred the drink for the Cardinals, or rather for UC in that one.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about rebounding in this game. Charleston is a team that can rebound in bunches, had 25 offensive rebounds, so they're a team that's going to get under the basket as well.
Absolutely. Here at the half, it's Glenville State 43, Fairmont State 28, and our first of 2 semifinals on this Saturday.
Everybody come clap your hands. Don't you know when you dance, you've got to smile or you can't cry. Try it a while.
Attention, Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available to you. Career and technical education leading to industry-recognized certification and job placement in welding, building construction, medical assistant, and heavy equipment operating. Our career-focused and resume-building tracks are designed to allow you to dictate your own success. We'll give you professional guidance and interview and resume-building skills to help you get to the next level. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Today's halftime highlights presented by Colcruth Roofing and Sheet Metal. Leave your roof to us. For Fairmont State, they've turned to Gabby Reeves so many times this season. They're going to turn to her again in the second half to try to come back in this game.
Yeah, Gabby Reep has really been trying to get things going offensively, hit a mid-range jumper. She's gotten out in transition, able to finish nicely around the rim. She's gotten 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Doesn't need to see more of her in the second half.
For Glenville State, Wonder Koyak in that first half, 3 3-pointers, 2 makes inside the three-point line as well, has really scored from all 3 levels.
Yeah, ever since Koyak got into the game, 12 minutes, pretty efficient, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of Glenville State's 7 3-pointers, finishing around the rim, very active, huge first half for Koyak.
It's Glenville State that leads 43-28 here, the first of 2 semifinal matchups on this Saturday in the Mountain East Conference Tournament, presented by the Health Plan.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. HOGAS is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
President of Fairmont State University, Dr. Michael Davis. Appreciate you stopping by. What's
Absolutely.
happening up at Fairmont State these days?
Lots of things. Just in time for the start of the second half here in Wheeling, as it's Glenville State that currently leads 43-28, the first of 2 semifinal matchups in the women's bracket for the Mountain East Conference Tournament, the 2 men's semifinals to be played a little bit later on today. You can find all kinds of links and live stats and broadcasts and recaps and all that good stuff at the Mountain East Conference website,
Not a lot of bad games in this tournament so far, and while this score line is a little bit lopsided to Glenville State, I expect a really competitive second half. And again, we've been treated to some great basketball this week in Wheeling.
No, you're right, Luke. There's been a couple of games where you think that there's a stretch of 20. All of a sudden, you look up and it's 9 point, 7 point, 3 point. So a lot of basketball left to be played, which is always a good thing. And Fairmont State, they rely on their defense. So that's the way you get back in things. And they don't say it wins championships just because they want to make that up. It's because that's real. That's a real thing.
Absolutely. Both of these teams had tough tests in the quarterfinals. For Fairmont State, it was a 2-point victory against 4th-seeded Concord. For Glenville State, it was an 11-point victory against West Liberty in their quarterfinal matchup. Again, one of these two teams is 20 minutes away from coming back to play here tomorrow on Championship Sunday. The women's championship game will be at 1. The men's game to follow at 4 o'clock. Tickets still available. The only thing that's missing is you here at West Banco Arena. Fantastic tournaments that the Mountain East Conference puts on every single season. Both teams take the playing surface once again as we're about to get underway. You know, you're going to be calling the second game coming up a little bit later on with Daniel Woods. He's a man of many interesting opinions, and one of them is that he loved playing in stuffy arenas. I think I would love playing here in West Banco with the hockey ice underneath us. It gets a little bit cold for the broadcast crew, but when you're out on the floor, I bet you like some of that cool air coming from underneath you as we start the second half with a turnover.
Yeah, I love that the crowd is right on top of you. Good depth perception for the rim. Really, really great arena to play in if you're on this floor.
We start the second half with 2 turnovers as Fairmont State will get the basketball right back, and we'll just pretend that those first 24 seconds never happened.
Sometimes that's the best way. You make a mistake, they make a mistake, great. They negate, now let's start.
Fairmont State back to their original starting 5. And again, these starting 5s rarely matter for Glenville State. It's all about who finishes on the floor for Coach Stoller. Falcon basketball. Anaya Murray with it out front. Now on the drive into a 15-footer. Cook can't get it to go. And Glenville State controls the rebound. Evie Yancey, one of the many capable ball handlers for Coach Stoller, works it up top. Okigbo, again, that record-tying performance of 25 rebounds in the quarterfinals. We have Peyton James, and I'll tell you, it's that same leg that caused her some discomfort there in the first half. There's not any contact there, but just kind of buckled on her, and looks like she's going to go back to the bench. See that tape on that left leg was not there when the game began, and just kind of buckled on her here.
Oh, man, give her credit, though. You see it go right in. I hate to see that for her. Love to see her back out here with the starting 5, but that's unfortunate.
With James back to the trainer's table. Glenville State putting Davis quick into action right in front of our broadcast position. A minute deep into this third quarter. There's a contested 3, it doesn't matter. That's Jada Alley's third, or rather make it second main triple of the game. And 10 points in the quarterfinal against West Liberty. Reap looking for an answer on the other end, tried to force the issue, turned it over. An adventurous pass for Okigbo down the floor that's stolen right back by Cook. Reed works it to Cook on the wing, now to the trailer for 3. Tate can't get that one to go as Fairmont State continues to struggle from beyond the arc in this game. They're now just 2 of 13 from 3.
And that's a great look. You have your post trailing, you reverse it back. You're not going to get a better look. They just got to find a way to start knocking down some shots, and sometimes it's just that easy. It's got to be a travel in there somewhere, no?
Apparently not. But the basketball gods give the ball to Fairmont State regardless. Reed going coast to coast, can't hit the shot though. Deflected up into the air by Jones, kept alive for a moment by Tate, but then Glenville State gets their paws on the rebound.
Yes, that was a moment with Okigbo slowly coming back down. You got to somehow come down with that offensive rebound and go back up. When they don't have their rebounders in there, you've got to find a way to come down with something, make something happen.
Nyla Davis turning the ball over. Another turnover forced by Fairmont State. It's the 15th of the game. Pioneer turnovers. There was a missed shot by Cook, but the play kept alive by Murray. Her reverse, no good. Third bite at the apple, Reap underneath, and Stephanie Anderson's going to take a timeout, and we will step aside as well. Glenville State scoring the first 3 points of the second half. They lead 46-28, 7:25 to play in the third quarter in Wheeling.
We are there for you, to care for you, here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
No weekend plans? Try some of ours. From unrivaled outdoor adventure you won't find anywhere else in the world, to hometown plates and platters that pair well with the local craft beers. The happiest hours start here. Mountaineer Country. Come, go wild.
Whether you just graduated high school, are finishing up something you started, or starting up something you intend to finish, Concord University in Athens, West Virginia is your next step. At Concord, classes are small, professors are accessible, and programs are built around career opportunities in fields like healthcare, business, education, science, the arts, and public service. It's affordable, it's personal, and it's designed to move you forward. You'll see it in the classroom, you'll see it at homecoming, and you'll definitely see it at graduation. Concord University. Come to learn, go to serve.
Visit Wheeling, West Virginia.
Welcome back to Wheeling, and sometimes the dark side of March as we get a look at Peyton James behind that Glenville State bench. Just gave it her all, not going to come back in this game, just the really emotional scenes.
Yeah, that breaks your heart. I've been there as a player with knee injuries and speculate to, whatever it is, but just the fact that she won't come in and you see how upset she is, that just breaks your heart. Hope the best for her.
Absolutely. Fourth charge of the game just drawn by Glenville. Zaniyah Murray commits the foul. As we'll take another look at it here, it was Bryant who rotated over to take that offensive foul, and possession will go back to Glenville.
Yeah, the strength of Glenville, their size, they're always in position underneath, and Fairmont State trying to generate something by getting free throws, and they can't even get that going offensively.
Yancey lobs it over the top of the defense, and it's a quick two for Kaylee O'Brien, who's in double figures.
Yeah, it just makes it look easy. Get into the paint, lob it up for your post, and go finish.
20-point lead, largest of the game for Glenville State. 7 minutes to play here, third quarter. Fairmont State struggling offensively. Good move to the basket. Can't hit the shot, but Murray is fouled. And Fairmont State's going to hope to score the ball a lot with the clock stop, get to the free throw line here in the second half as they try to chip into this deficit.
Yeah, and it's just tough because each player is trying to weave in and weave out and find an angle. The way that you're going to find those angles is moving the basketball from one side of the floor to the other. Draw those defensive players out. Make them have to go to the other side or look to the other side. Get out of position a time or two, and I don't think Fairmont State has been very effective in getting that defense to shift.
Murray makes a pair of free throws, as I mentioned previously, appearing in her 114th game as a member of this program as she goes to the bench. Her 30th start all this season, averaged just 3 points a game last year for Stephanie Anderson, but called upon again with the injury to Leslie Huffman, has raised that scoring average up to 9. And Murray with a good performance in this game, 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting to trim the deficits down to 18. On the drive, quickly to the rim, it was floated up by Thompson, no good. Play kept alive underneath by Glenville State. That was Yancey, one of the smallest players on the floor, that wrestled the ball away. She's a little worse for wear coming up on the other side of that jump ball, but possession will stay on this side of the floor. And no doubt the winner of this game will go into Championship Sunday a little battered and bruised.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's this time of year, it's March. Your bodies have been through it all. You're battling every single game to get to this point.
Working around the perimeter again. Pinkney for 3, and she hits her second field goal of the game. 21-point lead now for Glenville.
Just so focused. I mean, their shots, they look pure. Some of them are even contested, but they're ready to shoot. They're just moving the basketball extremely well, and when your teammates are hitting, you got confidence for days.
Fairmont keeps the play alive after the missed three. Through the lane with the left hand, needed it in a big way. Alana Tate is able to oblige. Fairmont State now up to 4 points scored in the second half.
And those are the type of plays that Fairmont State, and great job complementing that play with a defensive stop and a charge there from Layla Jones. But those are the types of plays they're going to have to make. Alana Tate, you're going to have to grab offensive rebounds and force it back up. Great job of Layla Jones, just ready for Pickney to come in there, takes the charge, embraces it. But that's what it's about right now at this point, scores and stops.
Really busy trainer's table, all of a sudden for Glenville, with two over there for repairs. But it's the Pioneers that have the lead. Fairmont State's basketball, though Jones showed too much of that basketball to her defender. It's taken away once again. Another turnover, the 12th of the game for Fairmont State. And then we have a foul with Davis getting knocked to the floor.
Yeah, Davis made it look easy, just kind of reached in right behind Jones, not protecting that basketball, and then going to get tripped up here.
Glenville State to the bench. We see Koyak re-enter once again, hit 3 threes in that first half, and 13 points, which is still the highest in the game. Okigbo gets it baseline. Up top to Davis, low pass to her. Stolen away by Fairmont State. The Falcons average forcing 25 points a game off of turnovers, have just 9 today, make it 12 as it's Halen Cook hitting her first shot of the game to trim the lead down to 16.
And right now, Fairmont State's starting to string possessions together on both sides of the floor. That's exactly what they're going to have to keep doing. You cannot take a possession off. You have to value each one.
Into the paint. Okigbo now swung around the position, or perimeter, as Koyak drives, and she knocks down Emile Jones, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Wonder Koyak to give the ball back to Fairmont State. Another stop for the Falcons, but another injury here in Wheeling as Jones is a little slow to get up.
Maybe got the wind knocked out of her just a little bit. Kind of, yeah, came right at her in the way she fell down, but great job of stepping in. Koyak a little out of control as she went in there. But these are great possessions from Fairmont State. Right now, you're just winning small battles. Win this next couple of minutes until a timeout. Worry about the fourth quarter later, but win this next 5 minutes. And right now, they're stringing together possessions.
Under 5 to play now in the third. Good positioning inside. Davis goes to her right. She gets that shot to go. She's got 6. Down to 14. Fairmont State has forced 3 turnovers over the last 100 seconds of game time. Looking for another stop here, poking at the basketball. It was knocked out of bounds by Tates. Glenville State maintains possession. Takes us to a stoppage here in Wheeling. 4:40 left to play in the third quarter, and it's a 14-point lead for the top-seeded Pioneers of Glenville State.
The best thing about West Virginia is hope.
The commitment we're making is $2.2 billion in the state of West Virginia.
It's creating opportunities for the next generation to have career-sustaining jobs.
We're creating career paths and jobs.
Everybody's talking about it. Hogass is doing it.
This gives opportunities for underprivileged communities to have new jobs, to have new opportunities, and it just gives people hope.
Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Regional State Farm Insurance agents are proud to support the Mountain East Conference Tournament. Call one of the MEC sponsoring agents today. Rick Bailey in Fairmont, Lisa Shepard in New Martinsville, Taylor Shepard in Moundsville, Jen Kessling in Buchanan, Tim Moore in Grantsville, and Lori Gristle in Wheeling. Here in Wheeling, Glenville State had pushed their lead out to 21, Meg, but it's been a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half of game time for the Fairmont State Falcons, who are trying to claw their way back into this game.
Yeah, we just said that at halftime. Look how these games have gone. At one point, you look up, it's 20. All of a sudden, teams start chipping away. There's just no quit in this Fairmont State team. And 7 turnovers. They're doing it with defense. Hit a 3. But again, back to defense. Jones takes 2 charges. That's huge momentum boost for Fairmont State.
Good defensive possession so far for the Falcons. Okigbo, though, on the block with 8 seconds, forces up a shot and got it to go. I don't even think she was looking at the rim.
That's a tough, tough shot, and that's unfortunate because that was great defense, I thought, from Jones. She was all over her.
Fairmont State's basketball now. Lead pushed back up to 16. Here's Reep on the drive. Pass across the lane was tipped, but still finds Davis. Davis tried the pass down low to Tate, was open on the baseline, but couldn't get it to her. Thought it was a kick ball for just a moment, but we're playing on. Glenville State quickly from defense to offense. So Okigbo into the paint. Works it out right side. Alley for 3. She's hit her 3rd. Just like that, Glenville State gets it back up to 19.
Yeah, there's just so much focus every time Okigbo gets the ball that every player from Fairmont State's turning, looking, and Allie's just out there spotting up like, hey, yeah, just kick it out to me when you can. I'm ready.
Now the Falcons turn to answer. Into the lane. Jones has her shot blocked out of bounds. If my eyes don't deceive me, I think Okigbo just blocked that shot and she didn't jump off the ground.
Yes, I'm glad you said that because I was kind of looking like, I have to.
Very casual.
I gotta see that again because she just stuck her hand out and just said, nope, no, get out of here. And her feet never moved.
Possession stays with Fairmont State. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Nwanda Okigbo, second team all-conference selection from Nigeria, and a high-impact player on both ends of the floor, is averaging 17 points per game over her last 3. And again, had that fantastic rebounding performance earlier in this tournament. Work the ball down low. Davis is going to try Okigbo again, and this time Okigbo's whistled for the foul. Fairmont State maintains possession, and they'll get 20 seconds on the shot clock. Forgive me, on Yancey. Second foul on Yancey. Ball stays with the Falcons. In the corner, Jones for 3, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound underneath, Davis keeps the play alive. Kicks it out to Horn, she can't hit from 3. Another chance nearly for an offensive rebound, but Tate carried out of bounds, and possession goes to Glenville.
Yeah, that's just the difference between these two teams right now. When you kick it out to a shooter, didn't look ready, wasn't set, one fires off the other side of the rim. Glenville State in turn, you're kicking it out, those shooters are ready, they're set, and they're knocking them down.
Here's a steal. Quick hands by Cook. Trying to win the foot race now. Tracking back. Yancey commits the foul. So Cook will shoot 2. Take another look.
Yeah, great on-ball defense. Great quick hands, as you mentioned. Great quick hands. Way to draw the foul. And that was a foul either way. I'd have liked her not to keep that ball low. Go up and score because she was reaching in low anyways. It was going to be a foul, but go finish. I'm being picky now, but you need points. You got to go finish.
Yancey's 3rd, so she goes to the bench, replaced by Pinckney. You might not see Yancey for the rest of this 3rd quarter as Cook misses a free throw. Been that kind of game, unfortunately, for Fairmont State. They're 4 of 7 from the free throw line. They've struggled to even get to the charity stripe, and they get that one to go. And also 3 of 17 from 3, as we mentioned. By comparison, Glenville State 10 of 19 today. Cook up to 4 points now in the game. Stephanie Anderson telling her team to apply full court pressure once again. Pinckney in the backcourt. Nearly threw the ball away. It's loose. It is a turnover. Reep has it for Fairmont State. Reep down the lane. Works it out. Another open look at 3 from Horn. Need it. Got it. Hadley Horn's second field goal.
Yeah, and that time Horn didn't second guess herself like she did a couple possessions ago. She was ready. She was set. Great defense to offense.
Down to 15 points once again. Okigbo into the front court with a crossover. Faked the kick out, drove to the rim, couldn't get it, but an offensive rebound is put up and in by Koyak again. She's up to 15 points.
Yeah, that's a tough duo. Okigbo's in there just tipping the ball, keeping that play alive, staying physical, and Koyak just comes out of nowhere again.
Murray trying to float on the drive. That shot's no good. Quick one and done for Fairmont as Glenville races across the timeline. Koyak left alone in transition. Let's fly and hits again.
Oh, she's playing with some confidence right now.
Absolutely. 18 points for her. 20-point lead for Glenville State. 1 point off their largest lead of the game. Murray tiptoeing on the sideline to keep that ball from going out of bounds as we're down to 100 seconds here in the third. Murray has hit 1 3 in this game. She's hit 2. Much needed. She's in double figures.
Yeah, had to have that response after the last 2 possessions here from Glenville State. I like the pressure when they can get these guards rattled. I love the pressure, but I know that Coach Anderson's worried about once you throw that ball over top, they've got forces inside that are going to be very difficult to contend with.
Glenville with possession. Have a reach-in foul called against Fairmont State. Jada Alley was trying to dribble out of pressure. First foul on Hadley Horn. Glenville's hit 5 of their last 6 shots from the field. They've shot 51% from the field in this game and an incredible 55% from 3. And now trying to turn the clock into their friend. Punch their ticket to the championship game Sunday here at West Banco Arena at 1. This is Davis all the way to the rim, but she cannot finish the layup. It's stolen right back, though, by Akigbo across the lane. Glenville can't keep the ball in bounds. It goes back to Fairmont State. You don't get a second to breathe. The second you touch the ball on offense, Fairmont State's got 1 or 2 white jerseys immediately there to pressure them wherever they are on the floor.
Yeah, they just don't give up on a play. And they're in the right positions, not fouling.
Reap with 8 points today for Fairmont State on 8 shots. Works it to the freshman Davis. Back to Reap, goes to the rim and has her shot blocked by Akigbo, but a foul is going to be called against the sophomore. Get another look at it. Maybe the contact through the body. Well.
Yeah, I mean, there's some body. I think if she didn't come down so aggressively with the ball, it wouldn't have. If she was straight up, her hands were straight up, I think it was fine. She came down, and I think any ref's going to call that every single time. I think that's the biggest thing that people lose or players lose is you're in position. Don't come down with your hands. That's exactly what the ref is going to see. Stay straight up.
Abby Reap with 9, looking to get in double figures for the 14th time in the last 15 games. If she's able to convert here. And she cannot. It's rebounded by Glenville. Down to about 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Davis on the drive. Murray, her defender. Glenville looking for a good possession to end the quarter. Okigbo unselfishly lays it off for Bryant, puts it up and in. Fantastic ball movement once again. 18-point lead for Glenville State. Will that be the lead that they take into the fourth quarter? Cook with 10 seconds left. Cook steps into a 15-footer, missed it, chases down her own miss, 5 seconds left, stolen away by Glenville. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Davis lets fly, that shot short. 18-point lead for Glenville, 10 minutes away for playing for a conference championship. 63-45, the number 1 seed on top. 10 minutes left to play here in regulation at West Banco Arena in Wheeling.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
For over 4 decades, we've been rooted deep inside West Virginia. Through thick and thin, supporting local families and businesses. Proudly serving your neighborhood since 1979. Your trusted partner in the community.
The health plan. We are here for you.
Farmers, have you heard about the West Virginia Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program? If you are selling fresh fruits and vegetables in the months of June through October, you sell your produce in the state of West Virginia, and you grow at least 25% of what you sell, you are eligible to take the vouchers. You can find the application online at agriculture.wv.gov or get one by calling 304-558-2210. This is taxable income, and you will need internet to redeem the vouchers. The deadline to apply is April 15th.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
My name's Katie, and I'm a sophomore at Virginia Tech. I'm studying to be a lawyer, which means I'll be in school for 6 more years, and college isn't cheap. But my parents opened a Smart 529 savings account when I was 6 months old, and having that savings has given me the opportunity to focus on my education.
Smart 529 is West Virginia's education savings solution. Turn your savings into their success. Visit smart529.com. For more information, contact Smart 529 to obtain a program description, which includes investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and other information. Read and consider it carefully before investing.
18-point lead for Glenville State as we begin the fourth quarter, and 18 points scored in the game by Wonder Toyak, who's been their offensive catalyst today.
Yeah, just unbelievable since she's gotten into the game. She's come out of nowhere for some weak side offensive rebounds, but when she spots up every single time, one was just in front of us, I think that last one, it looked so good when it left her hands. She was halfway down the floor, but by the time it hit the net.
And for Koyak, playing her best basketball here late in the season, averages about 8 a game, but now has scored in double figures in 6 of her last 7, including the 18 today with the 4 made three-pointers. Fairmont State's going to be hurrying through this entire fourth quarter, trying to come back into this game. They get an open look at 3, but they're unable to hit with Cook. Ball kept alive, though, by Reap. Bullet pass across the lane to Cook, who puts it up and in, and she's fouled. As she's up to 6 points in this game, as Fairmont State has trimmed the lead down to 16.
And she's done a lot of really nice things today that just kind of haven't translated into anything great. She's come down with solid rebounds on the offensive and defensive end. She's had a steal, she's had some looks, but nothing that's really kind of pushed them over the top. But as I mentioned, I'm going to call her a sophomore, but she's just a freshman. She's got a long way to go, but this has been quite the year for her.
Glenville's basketball, lead trimmed to 15. First 30 seconds gone here, fourth quarter. One of these teams moving on to the championship game on Sunday. Glenville State feels as though they have a strong enough at-large resume for the NCAA tournament. Here's a kick-out 3. Another one rattles in for Jada Ali. If the Mountain East Conference, though, wants to be a 2-bid league, it looks like somebody other than Glenville State, though, will have to win the conference tournament championship. As Fairmont State goes on the attack once again. Quick move to the basket and a layup for Alana Tate.
A great take there from Tate. Read it the entire way. No one steps in to come over to help. Not going for a reach. Finishes nicely.
First minute gone, fourth quarter. Teams trading buckets, which is not what Fairmont State needs. And Glenville State again moving the ball so well. Okigbo to the basket is tripped by Hadley Horn. She's a little worse for wear on the other side of that collision. Maybe hit that elbow off the ground. Second foul on Horn, and Okigbo takes a moment before coming to her feet. We'll take another look at it here.
Oh, I think she just kind of slid on her own there.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any trip. Her kind of just did a split.
And you heard that reaction from the Fairmont State bench. They thought the same thing. Glenville State, though, will keep the ball on this side of the floor. Okigbo looks to be all right after that collision as she goes to the rim and gets 2 more points.
She's like, let me just finish what I was trying to start before that.
Reap to Murray. Murray trying to hit for the 3rd time from 3. Cannot there. Okigbo tipped the ball on the rebound to Davis. And she'll bring it across the timeline. Davis down the lane. Davis lost the basketball. Jump ball is going to be called. It stays with Glenville. And this is where things get interesting for Glenville State. Obviously, you want to play with that breakneck speed for much of the game, but now you're up 18, 8 minutes left. You want to go to the conference championship game tomorrow. I'm curious if they'll throw the brakes on or if they'll just keep playing at this aggressive up-tempo pace.
Yeah, in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, you should probably.
Right.
I don't think they know how to do that.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure we're going to see that.
Here's a steal by Tate, but she has the ball knocked away by Davis. Davis gave up the turnover, but then makes up for it by denying Tate an easy layup. Fairmont State maintains possession. We'll get another look at it.
Yeah, great play, just catching her a little lazy there. Davis with the ball. Comes down. I know Davis wanted that foul, but not going to get it. Instead, you're getting it out of bounds.
Attacking is Fairmont to the basket. Tate, and working around the perimeter. Horn can't hit that shot. Nearly banked it in from the wing. And it's rebounded again by Okigbo. Another great game for her, rebounding the basketball. Not quite as impressive as the 25 that she had earlier in the week, but 7 rebounds and 6 points tonight for the second team all-conference selection for Glenville. She's got the basketball now. Turned away by Horn, but spins back to her right. Good footwork, missed the layup, got it back, power dribbles, puts it up and in. A little Rodman rebound, and then she gets 2 more points.
Yeah, I mean, and you can have as many maroon jerseys around her as you want. When she wants to get that rebound, it's hers.
20-point lead once again for the Pioneers. Murray, 15-footer no, rebounded once again by Glenville. Fairmont State trying to win the ball back. They commit a foul. That foul will be whistled against Alana Tate. Possession goes back to the Pioneers. A little over 7 minutes to play. We see Nico Kaufman into the game for the first time for Glenville, the freshman from Huntington, West Virginia, played at Huntington St. Joseph's High School. So some fresh legs into the game for Emily Stoller. A few minutes away from making the MEC Tournament Championship game 4 consecutive years. In her 3rd season, it's gotten better each year under Coach Stoller. 18 wins her first season, 19 wins last year, losing in the championship game, and 23 wins this year for the Pioneers, and they're just under 7 minutes away from getting back to that tournament championship game. And then, as I mentioned previously, more than a lock to make the Mid-Atlantic Regional. Here's a turnover there forced by Gabby Reep. Fairmont State trying to play this one out to the bitter end. Reep up with the left. She scores, and she's fouled, and has a chance at a 3-point play.
Great read there by Reep. Knows that Yancey's stuck in the corner with nowhere else to go but to that sideline. Reads it perfectly, comes down, attacks the basket, draws a foul, gets to the free throw line.
Reep in double figures again for Fairmont State. But misses the free throw. Fairmont State left a few at the line tonight. They're 6 of 11 from the free throw line. 6:30 left.
Yeah, it's just been a struggle for Fairmont State defensively. If they're looking to trap or send someone, Fairmont State has just done an incredible job of finding that open man, and then that open man has always been ready to shoot that 3.
Yancey missed that right wing 3. Was tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Glenville. Fairmont State with possession. Halen Cook once again re-entering. We mentioned her, Horn, Jones, who we've seen in this game, Ryan Davis, all freshmen. All coming back for Stephanie Anderson next season. Falcons down 18, 6 minutes left. Murray trying to generate some space. Now to Cook on the drive. She's cut off. Murray's going to try another 3. She's missed that one, chases it down. Fairmont State maintains possession on the baseline. That shot finally hit by Halen Cook. Takes it down to 16. Again, can't be trading field goals with Glenville State. The Falcons need a stop. Can they find it? They run a double team to Davis, who dribbles out of it. Now to Okigbo with a head fake. Another skip pass for Glenville. Pass into the interior, and we got a foul underneath. Bryant was kind of set up for failure. They passed into her in a double team. She was able to tip the ball up in the air, draw the foul, and then landed rather awkwardly. And a lot of bruises getting picked up in this game.
Yeah, that's the type of battle you expect to see against these two teams. And yeah, you saw Bryant come down just a little awkwardly, banged her head just a bit, but she's up and moving.
Glenville's basketball, they get 20 seconds, reset on the shot clock, 5:30 left here, 4th quarter. Up by 16, looking to see out the remaining game time and play for a conference championship tomorrow. Koyak on the baseline, lost the basketball, stolen away. Fairmont State racing into the front court, ball deflected, but it stays with the Falcons. Reap on the drive. Reap puts it up and in, and it's down to a 14-point game. See some of the folks in maroon here at West Banco making noise for the first time in a while. Some have come to their feet. There's a trap in midcourt. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Another turnover forced by Fairmont State. Signs of life for the Falcons, looking to battle back down 14 with 4:58 to play in this semifinal matchup.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you. We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Mentioned the NCAA tournament that starts next week. Glenville State with a pretty strong at-large resume. Fairmont State not that far behind. Concord hanging on to that 8 seed as it stands right now, and the University of Charleston will be in action next, needing to win a game potentially to move into that at-large conversation. Very dominant year for the PSAC. Saw Fayetteville State there as well from the CIAA. It's always a tough region for Division II basketball. As we have a quick turnover, that was a steal by Bryant, and then she was fouled by Fairmont State. As the Falcons had trimmed the lead down to 14, had some momentum, but turned the ball over coming out of that timeout. That was the fourth foul on Murray. So she'll check out of the game for a moment. We see Alana Tate re-enter. Nearly a steal there by Reap to knock the ball out of bounds. Fairmont State with this full court pressure again, trying to turn defense into offense. They've forced 18 points off of turnovers today. They average about 25 a game in that category. Double teamed is Davis, trying to dribble out of it. And we got a foul called against Fairmont, much to the displeasure of the traveling Falcon faithful. That one against Alana Tate is her second as they had her pinned on the baseline. We'll get another look at it here. Yeah, it looked like maybe a little contact there with that right arm reach around.
Yeah, I think there was enough. If that left arm wasn't in there on the body, I think would have been all right. But, and even then, just applying that pressure that far away from their hoop, keep her down there. That's okay. You don't need to reach. You don't need to go for anything right there. But you're trying to generate something that's tough. But right now, as you're trying to fight back in this game, it's pretty tough to send them to the free throw line every single time you foul, as Davis makes that first.
First free throw made by Nyla Davis, the CCBC Essex transfer from Baltimore. Put up 16 points in the quarterfinal victory against West Liberty. Had not scored until these free throws. 54% free throw shooter, hits them both. 16-point lead with 4:40 left. Reap racing ahead, turned it over. It's another Falcon turnover, that their 15th of the game. Davis again trying to dribble through this intense ball pressure. Kicks it out right side. Alley for three, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Cook is going to be fouled in the backcourt. Third team foul. against Glenville. As you notice with those last free throws by Davis, Glenville State's already in the bonus today. Glenville State still with another foul to give. So Falcon basketball, 4:21 left. Here's Reed. Working it down low underneath the freshman Davis. Lost it, stolen away once again by Bryant in the interior. Jump ball called, though. It'll stay on this side of the floor with Fairmont.
I think Davis thought she had a one-on-one move coming inside, and out of nowhere, Yancey comes in there, disrupts things. But Cook, again, the freshman coming in, just making a play here or there to salvage something. Very impressed with the freshman.
She'll get the ball into Reep. Reep wants to drive, and she banked it in off the window with that left hand. It's 2 more points for her, now up to 15 in the game. Fairmont State has held Glenville State without a field goal for about 3.5 minutes of game time. They work it out left side. Okigbo had a long look at it, takes the 3, but it will not go in for her. Oh, it's kept alive offensively by Yancey. Swung around to Okigbo. This time she'll step inside the 3-point line, but misses from the interior. Another offensive rebound is plucked down by Bryant. She missed the shot, but she's fouled, and they'll shoot a pair.
And that's just so depleting for Fairmont State's defense. You force quick shots and then give up 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. I mean, that's just so tough when you're clawing and trying to fight back in a game.
Foul against Davis, her second. Putting Bryant at the free throw line. A transfer from Kentucky State, 12 points in the quarterfinal victory. Native of Washington, D.C. She gets the first to go. Six rebounds tonight for Bryant. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Now 4 of 4, 14 points in the game. See the great folks that made the drive up from Glen Vegas. Fantastic and proud supporting section for this Pioneer team that they want to see get to this conference championship game. On the baseline, there's an 18-footer put up and in by Ryan Davis, and it's going to prompt a timeout by Stephanie Anderson. And this effectively becomes Fairmont State's last stand, right? Down 14, 3:20 left. You have a chance to have everybody regroup and plunge on once more. Again, we hope you join us here at West Banco Arena. Still 3 more semifinal games to be played today, 2 championship games tomorrow. There's where you can purchase your tickets. This tournament is a ton of fun. Thankfully, I get to come here for free, but it's worth the price of admission as well. But again, back to what I said, you take that last timeout from Stephanie Anderson, really probably need to get this to single digits by maybe 2 minutes left in the game, and you're going to see Fairmont State throw the complete defensive kitchen sink at Glenville.
Yeah, absolutely right. And you know, we mentioned if a foul comes, they're headed to the free throw line, so you got to be awfully careful when you're going for steals, containing. You can't get anybody long, force them into some quick shots. But again, the biggest key right now, their defense has been phenomenal. It's finishing it and not giving up rebounds. They're going to get a steal quickly.
Absolutely. It was Reep that picked off the pass. Fairmont State with possession again, try to turn that defense into offense. They get a decent look at 3. It's sent in from the right side, and it's buried by Halen Cook. Don't look now, we've got ourselves an 11-point game. Don't look now, we've got ourselves another deflection. It'll stay with Glenville State, but that was Tate causing some havoc and colliding with Nyla Davis, who's a little worse for wear as we get another look. As you mentioned, the freshman Cook's been so great for Fairmont State today.
Yeah, she's been prepared. When she's had a look, that's her second 3 of the game. She was ready, and I didn't see any collision. I thought that Tate went over the head of Davis there. If she went down on her own.
Right.
I thought that Tate was above her and just smacked the ball out of bounds.
Davis goes to the bench for just a moment. You have a different ball handler into the game now for Glenville State. Pinckney and Yancey both in the backcourt trying to get through this pressure. There's a quick exchange to the inbounder alley and a great job of breaking the pressure for Glenville as we go inside of 3 minutes. 11-point lead for the Pioneers. Up top, Yancey, and you see Davis has been sent right back to the scorer's table. She'll come in at the next dead ball. Trying to bleed out this shot clock. We're down to 6 seconds. Working on the baseline to Pinckney, down to 2, has to force the issue, missed the shot. Rebound though inside, pulled away by Okigbo, but then stolen away by Fairmont State. It's a run out for the Falcons. Here's Murray, down the floor, shot up by Horn and in. Hadley Horn is fouled, has a chance at a 3-point play as the lead is down to single digits. It's an 8-point game.
And right there, Fairmont State doing what they have not been able to do all game, secure a rebound, do not give up an offensive possession. And here comes Little Z's, the one that comes up with it of all people. Great bounce pass down to Horn. The hoop and the harm, and you got to make this free throw, get back into your defense, see what you can do.
Horn hits that shot. Makes it 74-67. And we have a tip nearly stolen away. Okigbo did leave it underneath the basket, though it hits the baseline and goes out of bounds. Almost another turnover forced by Fairmont State, and all of a sudden Glenville is struggling to get the ball across midcourt. They are struggling, frankly, to even get the ball inbound.
Yeah, these guards are doing a phenomenal job at Fairmont State.
They get the ball in this time to Davis. Davis dribbling through a double team. Davis again through the maroon jerseys, lost the basketball, out of bounds. They're going to say it's staying with the Pioneers. You mentioned it earlier with Reap of Fairmont State. Coaches really do not like to see players try to dribble through the press.
No, that's exactly why right there. I know you think you can handle it and you can dribble through, but most effective way is moving the basketball. Players can't move as fast as the ball can.
74-67, just over 2 minutes left to play here in this semifinal. Shot clock down to 12. Okigbo with the spin. On the baseline, she goes to work, absorbing the contact. They're going to call an offensive foul. It's another charge drawn by Hadley Horn of Fairmont State, and the Falcons get the ball back with 2:04 left. We take another look at it, rotated over, stopped the drive, drew the contact.
Yeah, great rotation there from Fairmont State on that back line. They might be undersized, but they understand where to be, get in position. Huge charge there taken from Hadley Horn.
Glenville State has not hit a field goal in 5 minutes and 19 seconds of game time. Fairmont State is in the midst of a 9-0 run in just 78 seconds of game time. We're down to 2 minutes. 7-point lead for Glenville, but Fairmont State with all the momentum, trying to fight back into this game. Reap out front. Looking to take Ali off the dribble, turned away. Gives it to Horn. This would be big. She launches the three, and she's hit it. Timeout Fairmont State. It's unbelievable. Down to a 4-point game with 104 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
12-0 run over 100 seconds.
Talking to Coach Anderson before the game, though, you know, I'm going through some of her stats, and we're talking about the box scores from other games. Did you get another look at Horn knocking down yet another three? And she said, yeah, we're an anomaly. You look at our stats, you don't understand how we've won this many games. They don't make any sense. She said, but when we have scoring droughts, we're not shooting well. She said, I know, 27% from the field and you win. Yeah, I know, that's how we play. But when we can come up with plays, she said, I know that I don't have to coach their heart, their effort. And that's all you're seeing right now is just pure desire and will.
Trimmed it down to a 4-point lead. What an incredible fourth quarter this has been as we've gone back and forth. Leads of 20+ multiple times for Glenville State in this game. Their largest lead of 21 came at the 6:34 mark of the fourth quarter. And now that's been shrunk down to just 4.
Hadley Horn and Cook, the freshman, making huge plays late here for Fairmont State.
Everyone in maroon up off their feet here at West Banco Arena. 104 seconds left in a 4-point game to send one of these two teams to Championship Sunday. Trouble with the inbound, a double team passing out of it to Alley. Dangerous ball by Davis as they get it across the timeline. One of the most important possessions of the season for either of these two teams. Yancey with the basketball, down to 15 to shoot. To Davis, back to Yancey, 10 seconds on the ticker. Glenville on the drive now, Davis. Turned away by Murray. Out front, Yancey looking for the dagger. That's a huge shot for Glenville State. She's got 8. It's a 7-point lead with 70 seconds left, and Fairmont's got to go. Reap out front. Reed wants to drive, floats it up from 10, it's short. Rebounded underneath by Glenville. They get a big three and a defensive stop. Down to a minute left. Across the timeline, Davis. Davis passes out of another double team, and a foul is going to be called by Fairmont State. Take another look at this huge three by Stevie Yancey.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. Great rotation down low, because you're not thinking that they're going to rotate over on that perimeter and hit a three. They were so worried about a Kigbo down low. Great find from Davis, but better relocation there from Stevie Yancey right along the perimeter. Never a doubt. If you watched her after the play, there was never a doubt she was missing that shot.
This is Ali at the line. Huntington native, 57% free throw shooter, has not attempted a free throw in this game. Missed the first, 7-point game, 56 seconds left. Glenville still up 3 possessions. Again, Fairmont State's going to have to do everything quickly trying to come back in this game. Got it down to 4 at one point, but it's been pushed back up to 8 by Ali, and Glenville will set up their full court pressure. In the backcourt, Cook lost it for a moment, gives it to Reed. Reed gets it across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. We're down to 45 seconds. Reed works it into the corner. They get it up top the horn, wants to penetrate. Off balance shot, can't get it to go, but a foul is called. Fairmont State back to the line with a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, the way that their offense has gone, you're not looking right now to even run a quick set. You're not looking to move. You're looking to attack, score quickly. The defense has been effective, so you want to get back into that defense immediately. So score quickly, that's fine. Clock stops, get to these free throw line, knock them down, and get back into that defense that's brought you back into this game.
Horn at the free throw line. Well, she's hit once tonight, can't hit there. So it'll stay at a 3-possession game for Glenville. 40 seconds left. Horn got the second. We're going to have a timeout taken by Emily Stoller. I would assume we'll advance the basketball here too. 40 seconds left, and just trying to figure out now if you're Fairmont State who you want to foul. Just put Ali at the free throw line where she went 1 of 2, a 57% free throw shooter. Well, it is a Glenville State team that shoots well from the free throw line, about 70% as a team. What a game. You got to give a ton of credit for both teams. First, for Glenville to build this lead that they've defended for over 36 minutes in this game, and then also for Fairmont. Lesser teams would have packed it in midway through the third quarter. Not Stephanie Anderson's Falcons. Battled back to get it within 4 and really raised the blood pressure of everybody here at West Banco Arena in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They've made runs. You know, basketball's a game of runs, and they've made a few. Never that took them into single digits or put them over the edge until this last 3 minutes or so, which, you know, I exactly right, to their credit. No one packed it in. It was like they were waiting for that moment to then turn it on.
Glenville State's basketball. Davis to take it out of bounds, 40 seconds left. Into Okigbo, back to Davis. They're able to kill a few seconds before Fairmont State can even foul. This is a passing masterclass from Glenville. Took about 8 seconds off the clock before Davis is finally fouled.
Yeah, that was exactly right. That's beautiful passing. Not allowing anyone to even get a hand or, you know, any sort of hand on the ball, back and forth from sideline to sideline. But Davis, not an incredible free throw shooter.
Yeah, 57%.
Doesn't get there much either.
I'm sorry, 54% on the season for Davis. And you're right, doesn't get there often, though she is 2 of 2 in this game. See if the law of averages catches up to her, or if she'll continue to be clutch down the stretch for Glenville as she hits the first. 8-point game, 32 seconds left. Got them both. Big free throws as Stephanie Anderson now will take the timeout to advance the basketball. Got to draw up something out of this inbound, right? Really don't have the luxury of a few dribbles or waiting for some action to develop away from the ball. Got to get that screen off the inbound and get that 3 up right away.
Yeah, I think you get the ball in Reep's hands, have her look to penetrate, kick it to Horn or Hadley on that 3-point line, ready to spot up. So at this point, 2s aren't going to do much for you if you can get a quick 3 from Horn or Hadley. they've been effective from 3.
Absolutely. 9-point lead for Glenville State as we tell you a little bit more about our health plan player of the game. Talked about her at halftime. Wonder Koyak, fantastic today, 18 points for Glenville State.
Yeah, she just put together a complete game. Great job on the offensive rebounding, putbacks, hitting threes. I mean, that's just been Glenville State today. They've had weapons at every moment. Everyone has stepped up. And then you focus on Nyack and everyone else steps up and hits a 3. Then if you focus on someone else, Okigbo steps up. And I mean, they've just had weapons everywhere on the offensive end, but got to give credit to Koyak. She came in and did exactly what she needed to do offensively here today.
18 points, 6 rebounds, our health plan player of the game. The health plan here for you. Koyak, the native of Cameroon, started first at Eastern New Mexico before coming to this Glenville team, and she's helped them potentially through the remaining 30 seconds to get to the state champion, or rather the conference championship game on Sunday. Mishandled in the backcourt by Reap. Fairmont State having to score quickly. My goodness, another block by Okigbo to deny Fairmont State a chance at a layup as the Falcons will inbound the ball underneath. That was Tate on the drive, and Okigbo swatted it away.
Yeah, she tends to let you think you're going to go have an easy bucket, but you got to remember she's waiting behind you to block that.
Might have a look at this one potentially. Both teams going back to the bench. I think they're going to take a look at the clock and maybe put some time on it.
The last play is under review for timing error.
All right. Might get a few more seconds on the ticker. We shall see. It gives every team a free timeout. Gives us a moment to catch our breath as well. I went through that sequence there last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter and went end to end with Fairmont State trying to chip back into the deficit. Ball hits the ground with about 25.5, so you might see about a half second put on here. Incredible, though, as we get another look at the block from Okigbo as they look at the time, that she was able to reach behind or over the back, if you will, of the Fairmont State player and not commit that foul and block the shot.
Yeah, great timing. She's had a few of those today.
First of 2 semifinals, Frostburg State and the University of Charleston to follow. Daniel Woods will have the call of that one. And then the 2 men's semifinals today. Again, still trying to figure out how much time should be put on the clock here. And a 9-point game with 25 seconds left. Those men's semifinal matchups this evening, by the way. Number 1, West Liberty against Glenville State. That's 6. And then the 2-6 matchup, Fairmont State and Concord. Both games we're expecting to be thrillers. Will we see another West Liberty Fairmont State men's matchup in the conference championship game? Last year that was a thriller, went into triple overtime. Or will we see some lower seeded teams get to the tournament? What you're seeing right now on your screen is exactly what our officials are seeing courtside as they look to make this decision on timing. A fantastic job by our crew all weekend. Some of the shots and the replays that they've been able to garner for the officials have been tremendous. You see the drive, the block, ball hits out of bounds. Again, 25.3, 0.5 potentially.
Yeah, that's right where I have it.
And I believe the officials have made their decision. We'll get the explanation. And we'll play on the final 25 seconds here in regulation of this semifinal matchup. Maybe.
Here's hoping.
Saw the officials go to the monitor a lot. Our quarterfinal matchup between West Liberty and Davis and Elkins in the men's side of things last night. Had to look at some flagrants, some timing issues.
Yeah, Fairmont State, the women's game yesterday versus Concord.
Yeah.
I watched Southcott.
The shot clock will be set to 23. The game clock will be set to 25.5.
All right, half a second added on.
There you go. You were right on that.
All right, so Fairmont State's basketball down 3 possessions. Reap will take the ball out of bounds. Falcons looking for a miracle, nearly had one. 21-point lead that they had shrunk down to 4 at one point in this fourth quarter. That's ballooned back to 9. Ball inbounded to Cook. Up top, they get a decent look at 3 for Jones. She's able to rattle it in. Whistle timeout Glenville to advance the basketball. 2-possession lead, 80-74, exactly what you needed. Get a decent look at 3, only took 4 seconds off the clock, and Jones is able to bury her second 3-pointer of the game.
Yeah, that's a great play. Just a simple down screen. You send some action with Reap coming to the corner, so she's going to draw some attention, and no better position than Jones to step in and knock that down after standing and knowing the play the entire time. Kind of talk yourself into it or talk yourself out of it. Good thing Jones talked herself into it.
Quick timeout. Fairmont, the first of the two teams to break the huddle. Emily Stoller taking a little bit more time with her team. Again, her best season in her third year for Glenville State. 18 wins her first, 19 her second, 23 this season. And is 21.5 seconds away from victory number 24. Fairmont State looking to change that. Isla Davis, the inbounder. Murray, her defender. Davis struggling to get it in, just does. No! They're going to call a 5-second violation against Glenville to get the ball back to Fairmont State.
You can't write that up any better. No time off the clock. It's going to go back to 21.5. I think it went down to 20. It's 21.5. No time off the clock, and you get the possession again.
Fairmont State out of timeouts, can advance the basketball. They're going to race ahead here with Reed, down 6. Reed works it into the corner. Cook can't hit the shot. Rebounded once again by Glenville, and they'll foul Isla Davis in the backcourt. Got a decent look for the freshman. Cook couldn't hit, and Glenville State back to shooting some free throws to try to ice the game.
But again, that's been the story of Fairmont State tonight. They got a decent look.
Right.
You got the look you wanted, just not able to knock down consistent shots the way that Glenville State has.
Isla Davis back to the free throw line. All too familiar with the trips to the charity stripe tonight. Has hit 4 big free throws today for her only 4 points. As we mentioned previously, is just a 54% free throw shooter. 5 for 5. Seven-point lead makes it a 3-possession lead once again for Glenville. Missed that one. 10 seconds left. Fairmont State racing across the timeline. Cook lets fly for 3. It's an air ball. It's going to go out of bounds and back to Glenville State. And the Pioneers now have 1 foot firmly in Championship Sunday with 3.7 seconds left. Battle for both teams in this game. They get it in one more time. Allie's going to be fouled with 2.6 seconds left on the clock. She'll get a chance at a couple of free throws, but this game all but decided at West Banco Arena.
You weather the storm. You know, at this time of year, you can be up 20, but win by 4, win by 6. It doesn't matter. You just have to weather the storms, ride that wave that basketball brings, and Glenville did that today.
You know, really no point, maybe about a 90-second flurry when Fairmont State did get it down to 4, but
right. But they responded with a 3.
Absolutely. But
so they really did.
The composure from Glenville just seemed unbothered by a lot of what happened today. Had an answer for everything that Fairmont threw at him, as we see Allie hit the first free throw. Really impressive.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was, if you want to take this away, okay, well, we'll find this, and that will be effective. You want to take that away, we'll find this. They really executed, I thought, extremely well.
2 for 2, Allie makes it a 9-point game, 2.6 seconds left. Ball comes in to Cook, and that'll be all she wrote. Glenville State will play for a conference tournament championship on Sunday. They knock off last year's and the previous 2 years' champions, Fairmont State, 83-74. Again, Glenville State's weathering the storm, winning this game a variety of different ways. 52% from 3. They controlled the offensive glass so well again today, Meg, and you can see why this is the #1 team in the Mountain East Conference.
Yeah, I just thought they played composed, they executed, and when you're shooting that well from 3, 52%, and you're playing great defense, you have all the weapons, no one's going to beat you at that clip.
Absolutely. The final score, 83-74. The 2026 Mountain East Conference Basketball Championships, presented by the Health Plan, was a presentation of MetroNews. The voice of West Virginia for Meg Bolger. I have been Luke Wiggs. Congratulations to Glenville State.